Hi, it's Queenmlv. It's Tuesday, June 15th, 2010. And this week I made a Harry Potter block. That's pretty exciting. I used to make 6 to 8 Harry Potter blocks a week. This week one, but I'm doing other things, so I'm not just sitting around idle. Also, I'm coming to you from a different corner. I've been talking to you from my UFO closet where my sewing machine is, and now this is another corner of the same room where my computer is. So that's where I sew, and this is where I compute. So I thought I'd have a change of scenery today. Anyway, I did make a Harry Potter block. This is the house points. These are the hourglasses that Dumbledore uses to keep track of the points of each of the houses, and this is a pattern designed by HP Fan POA. Great pattern. Fun little design. So I did make a Harry Potter block this week. Also made a dish rag. And I'll give you one guess on how much blue yarn I had left from when I made my hat. I started in the middle, of course, ran out of yarn, went to the cream color, and then I decided to do something tricky on the border. So the border's all candywampus, but it's for dishes, so I don't think the dishes mind. I'm making another dish rag in a smaller yarn, a smaller hook. It's kitchen cotton, but that's in my car because my husband and I are carpooling now, which gives me time to crochet in the car. It's about half finished. Those don't take but about an hour or so. So anyway, making dish rags. I was so impressed by the scrap bag that Oaf and Jen got last week, and I was thinking, I always go to the quilt shop and right at the checkout they have these scrap bag patterns and they have them all made up and they are just so beautiful. And so one day I made myself a scrap bag. I'd like to show it to you and tell you all of its good points. It's not as pretty as some I've seen, and certainly not as pretty as Oaf and Jen's, but I did make it myself, and it is recycled and it is biodegradable. This is my scrap bag. It's got my scraps in it from my House Points Harry Potter square. And this, very functional. I've used this for about 114 Harry Potter squares and everything in between. So anyway, that's my scrap bag, and if you need instructions for this, there's no tutorial, but basically you just take a lunch bag away from the kids, cut it to the size you want, fold down the edges as many times to the design that you like, and you too can have your own personally designed scrap bag. And I think what makes it more touching is that no two are the same, and you get to decide how big it is and also how often to empty it. Mine gets emptied about every 2 or 3 days. The other thing I've taken up is getting rid of these type things. I started making Plarn, and I think this is just the coolest upcycling thing in the world, because you're actually taking the bags that you're trying not to use, turning them into a reusable bag to use instead of the bags you're trying not to use. And so I'm out of bags. I am using the Fresh and Easy bags, which are brown and green, and I had 8 of them. So I have made this much. Here's my little end. I have this much, and I figure I'll make 2 squares, and then I'll decide if I just want to sew them together or if I'm going to put a bottom and sides in it or whatever. But anyway, pretty cool. It works up really fast. Each bag makes about 1 row, and You take a bag, cut it up, crochet it, and the whole bag is gone in 2 minutes. So I need to go back to Fresh and Easy, get some more bags. I do have a friend who shops there all the time. I may ask her to keep them for me. And I'll have my little Plarn bag. So I have, let's see, my scrap bag, my Plarn bag. I feel like a bag lady today. Oh, had some things relocated. The pig that I made for my daughter finally got hung in her room. There was a little hold up on that, not on my part this time, because she was, when school ended, she wanted kind of a fresh start for the summer, so she rearranged her room and couldn't decide where she wanted it. She doesn't, I'll put a picture up for you, she doesn't really have a wall in her room. She has taken her wall and turned it into a bulletin board. So she thought she wanted the pig on the bulletin board wall, and she then decided to put it on a different wall. So the pig is hung. I will put you a picture of that. And then remember my New York Beauty? It took me a while to get it finished. I got it finished. I put it on my little table right over there, and my husband walked in. And he said it needed to move. I thought, it's really not that ugly. It's a little bit messy. It's not that ugly. He said, yeah, it needs to move. It needs to go on the little round table in the living room. So the glass isn't as big as that table, so we do need a new glass. But I'll put a picture of its new location. It got promoted to the living room. That's all I've got going on this week. I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.